truly are grateful for not only what they do at Calvary, but what they do inside of the classroom. We give honor to our very own Reverend Henfield, to Minister Pitts, to Minister Anthony Grafton of the Greater Zion of Pennsylvania, who's a former minister here at Calvary. To all of you in your respective places, I say, oh, how sweet it is to be in the house of the Lord. Just one more time. Calvary, I dare not stand before you long. In fact, journey with me, if you will, to this fifth Sunday's text. This text comes from a very familiar passage of Scripture, a Scripture that many of you may in fact know by heart. It comes by way of Jeremiah, the 29th chapter, looking at verse 11. Again, that's Jeremiah, 29th chapter, verse 11. And I'll be reading from the NIV version. There you'll find these words. I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. The word of God, the people of God, thanks be unto God. You may be seated in the presence of our Lord. Brothers and sisters, a few moments of our time together, I want to talk to you from the thought, trusting God's plan. I must admit to you, Calvary, that as I'm driving from point A to point B, my radio station is not always tuned into gospel. If I'll be honest with you, I don't always listen to the Willie Moore Jr. show. If I can keep it real with you, I don't always listen to Get Up Morning with Erica Campbell or the K-Love radio station. But rather, every now and then, Calvary, I find myself tuned into the oldies but goodies. Every now and then, I find myself tuned into the Big DM and listening to the local hip-hop and R&B station. In fact, is it interesting to know that every now and then, when one calls in the midst of me traveling and hear the music in the background, or when one decides to ride along with me, it's not long before the question is asked, what is Brother Pastor doing listening to this type of music? Well, the answer is very simple. And that is, in order to relate to my peers, my generation, and to my young people here at Calvary, I have to know what it is that they're listening to. And I suggest to some Sunday school teachers, to some parent, to some educator, that if one is not familiar with the millennials' world, they cannot make the gospel relevant to them. In fact, you ought not look at me so strange on this morning. I know that you're saved and sanctified now. I know you serve on the usher board now. I know that you're a proud deacon and trustee. However, there was once upon a time when your girlfriends and your homeboys couldn't keep you off the dance floor. Calvary. This morning I'm reminded of a story. This twin brother and sister who one evening decided to go to their school dance. Their father was a pastor and was oftentimes strict, but he allowed them to attend this school dance. Being that this boy did not attend many dances, he just sat there while everyone else was dancing and having a good time. His sister soon ran up to him and said, "Brother, somebody is dancing with your girlfriend." Brother got up, walked to where his girlfriend was dancing, tapped the gentleman on the shoulder, and said, "I believe I'll take it from here." This brother and girlfriend began to dance the night away. When brother and sister returned home, sister went running to her daddy and said, "Daddy, you would not believe it, but brother was dancing tonight." Daddy said, "Well, what do you go to a party for?" And that's my question for you on today. What did you come to church for? Did you come to sit down and be nothing more than a spectator? Or did you come to join along realizing that ain't no party like a Holy Ghost party? There's somebody's testimony on today. I still dance. I just changed moves. I still dance. I actor, rapper, songwriter, producer, and entrepreneur by the name of Aubrey Drake Graham, whom we all know as Drake.
Yeah.
Who on January 19, 2018, released a song entitled God's Plan. Throughout Drake's career, he has released many popular and well-known songs. Best I've Ever Had. Hold On, We're Going Home. Hotline Bling. Started from about the model, Jumpman, 10 Bands Legend, Look Alive, and Money in the Grave, just to name a few. However, my brothers and sisters, the song entitled God's Plan, when first released, became one of my favorites. God's Plan made #1 on Billboard Hot 100. Carry last year, Drake released a video to his song, God's Plan. And it's in this video that Drake and his company gave away the entire budget for this video, which was over $996,000. In this video, Drake is seen spreading the wealth to those who are less fortunate in Miami, Florida. It is in this video that he is seen in supermarkets paying for people's groceries, giving cash to families in need, handing out academic scholarships, giving away cars to persons without reliable transportation, and donating to certain charity organizations. For Drake understood something that many of us church folk fail to realize. And that is, you are not where you are because of who you are, but it's only because of God's grace and God's mercy. Drake understood something that many of us church folk fail to realize. And that is, when God blesses you, don't think that you have arrived. Don't get beside yourself and think that you're bigger and better than everybody else. But when God blesses you, turn around and be a blessing to somebody else. Calvary, Drake understood God's plan. Jeremiah 29:11 informs us, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. There's no doubt about it that Jeremiah 29:11 is a well-known and loved verse. In fact, I'm sure that many of our graduates received cards from Jeremiah 29:11 on the front cover are written within the card for encouragement as they have graduated high school, matriculate, and move forward into whatever it is that God has planned for their life. I'm sure that there are many of you here today who, no doubt about it, have Jeremiah 29:11 printed on coffee mugs, keychains, wall decor, jewelry, bumper stickers, or clothing. However, Calvary, despite Jeremiah 29:11 being a well-known and loved scripture within the Christian faith, many biblical scholars would suggest that this scripture is one of the most misinterpreted verses in the Bible. And at 9 times out of 10, we often take this passage completely out of context. Many biblical scholars will go on to suggest that we use this passage as a security blanket, thinking that just because Christ has a plan for our life, that we will not go through or experience any hardships. And as many of you look back over your years in church, you know that's what they told you when you first joined. They said that when you give the preacher your hand and God your heart, that your life would never be the same. You thought that was fine and dandy. However, being born again, you soon came to realize that the closer you are to God, the more trials you would have to endure. You soon came to realize that you would have to pick up your cross and follow Jesus. You soon came to understand that if they lied on Jesus, sure enough, folk even in your own family, folk even in the church, will begin to lie on you. You came to understand that if they hated Jesus, sure enough, people were going to begin hating on you. I mean, people you have no affiliation with, people you haven't even done anything to, people you don't converse with will begin hating on you. Eventually you came to understand that if they crucified Jesus, they were going to try their very best to crucify you. And whether you know it or not, Calvary, every day there's somebody trying to crucify your name, trying to crucify your reputation, trying to crucify your anointing and your ministry. Calvary, it is here in our text, beginning at verse 4, that the prophet Jeremiah is writing a letter. In this letter, Jeremiah is not referring to one specific individual. Rather, Jeremiah is writing a letter to the nation of Israel, who are currently in exile and have been driven from their homeland in Jerusalem to Babylon. Calvary, the nation of Israel, are not in exile just to be in exile, but rather they're in exile as a punishment from God as a result of their disobedience. And might I suggest to all of us up in here, that although we serve a loving and forgiving God, there comes a time when you and I will have to suffer the consequence for our disobedience. However, there have been times in my life when I disobeyed the speed limit. And sure enough, it wasn't long before I saw blue lights on my trail. Although I prayed to God that I would receive a warning, I had to suffer the consequence and receive a ticket along with an increase on my car insurance. I'm sure, Calvin, and I'm not the only young person in here who can testify that your parents could look at your so-called friends or your little boo, and on the first time meeting them, they would tell you that that boy or girl wasn't for you, but because we thought they were being parents and judgmental, it wasn't long after that we would see those so-called friends in our so-called boo true colors, and we have to suffer the consequences of being betrayed, hurt, and heartbroken. I know I'm not the only one whose teachers told you there would be a test at the end of the week. But because we thought we were so grown and that we had everything under control, we failed to study. And as soon as the teacher put the test in front of us, everything looked foreign. And although we prayed that the answers would come out the sky, although we looked at our neighbor's paper just to find out that our neighbor didn't study themselves, and sure enough, as a result of our disobedience, we failed the test. All of us will have to suffer for our disobedience. While the nation of Israel are in captivity, false prophets began to rise up telling the Israelites not to give up and that there was still hope. These false prophets were spreading word that God was sending a miracle of deliverance as God had always done in the past. And young people, my prayer on this morning is that as you soon head off to college, and as time progresses and you find yourself out in the real world, that you seek out that church for watch together, as you seek out that church for covering while you are away from home, that you get connected to a church that reminds you of Calvary, where the true gospel is preached. Not somewhere where they preach everything but the Bible. Not somewhere where they tell you just grab it and you'll have it. Not somewhere where they tell you if you just buy this $9.99 sprinkling water that your blessing is on the way. No, my prayer is that you get connected to a church that preaches Jesus and carries out the great commission. Jeremiah confronts these false prophets with his letter, letting them know that there would be no last-minute miracle and that they must make the best of things while in captivity. It is pretty clear, my brothers and sisters, that while they are in exile, they are going through a tough time. They are faced with lack of direction. Some have lost hope, and it seems as if they are in the midst of total chaos and darkness. However, Jeremiah gives them instructions from the Lord. If you look at verse 4 through 6, he instructs them to build houses and settle down, to plant gardens and eat what they produce, marry and have sons and daughters, to find wives for their sons and to give their daughters in marriage so that they too may have sons and daughters. They are given instructions to increase in number there and not to decrease. What Jeremiah is telling them is that although you're in a foreign land, although you're in captivity, you can't give up, you can't throw a pity party, but you have to keep on going. And Mike, I suggest to my graduates that as you head off to college and into the real world, there's no doubt about it that you will feel as though you're in a foreign land. While you're in a new city or a new state, there are going to be times when you're going to feel like a total outcast. I know you think you're grown now, however, there are going to be times when you're going to be homesick and are going to be calling mom and daddy, asking them to come pick you up. I know you got everything figured out now, but there are going to be times when you begin contemplating on whether or not you want to change your mission. There are going to be times when you just want to party and live it up in the new city being away from home. However, due to your parents' reminder about how much they're paying for your education, you'll come to grips with working now and playing later. There will be times when the money your parents send you will be spent in no time, and you'll be questioning yourself, when will the next care package arrive, due to you being tired of eating ramen noodles at night. I know that you are a big girl and big boy now, but you'll have to keep your own room clean now because mama won't be there to do it. You have to wash your own clothes now because mama won't be there to do it. However, whatever you do, young people, keep on keeping on. Knowing that the Lord will in fact see you through your foreign land experience.
That's good, Pastor.
Calvary, it's in verse 7 that Jeremiah instructs them in his letter to seek the peace and prosperity of the city, to which the Lord has carried them into exile. They are told to pray to the Lord because if the city prospers, they too will prosper. Young people, while you are away, there's no doubt about it that you'll be covered by grandmother's prayers. You'll be covered by your parents and your family's prayers. You'll be covered by your community and Calvary's prayer. However, in order to make it through, you're going to have to pray to God for yourself. Young people, every day, you ought to ask the Lord to protect you from all hurt, harm, and danger. Every day you ought to ask the Lord to keep you grounded and to give you the willpower to stay away from the wrong crowd. Every day you ought to ask the Lord to give you endurance, as there will be many nights when you have to burn the midnight oil doing research, studying, and writing papers. Every day you ought to ask the Lord to bless you to make the right choices, realizing that your choices not only affects you, but affects those back home who love you. Every day you ought to ask the Lord to grant you keen understanding, a retentive memory, and the ability to grasp things correctly, and in the midst of taking that test and exam, that you have the power to remain calm and alert. Every day, you ought to ask the Lord to provide grants, scholarships, and paid internships, taking the debt load off yourself and your parents. Every day. You ought to ask the Lord to give you guidance to maintain a proper schedule of studying, however, not neglecting the fact that you must have a social life. In fact, Calvary, a few months ago, while on my daily phone call with my grandmother, she asked me how seminary was coming along. I went on to tell her that I had plenty of reading assignments that needed to be done. However, everything was coming along well. My grandmother again responded, "All right now, I know what you're down there for, but don't forget to have fun." And might I suggest to my young people, there's nothing wrong with having a good time. There's nothing wrong with partying every now and then or attending social events, but the problem comes into play when you rather party more than you study. Jeremiah says, pray for the city, because if they prosper, you too will prosper. There's no doubt about it, young people, that as you go off to college, as you take on the task of learning, perhaps you'll find that the living conditions are not like things back home. Perhaps you'll find that the cooking is not like Big Mama's cooking. Perhaps there'll be times when you feel in your heart that there are not enough student activities on campus. Perhaps there may be a lack of clubs and organizations. However, don't go on social media bashing your school. But every day you ought to pray for your instructors, professors, administrators, and staff members, because as the school prospers, so will you prosper. Verse 8 and 9, Jeremiah is instructing them not to listen to the wrong voices. And young people, there will be many persons who try to persuade you to go out partying, and you know good and well you have an 8 o'clock class and a test the following morning. Don't listen to the wrong voices. There are going to be people who call you bro and sis and only hang around because your parents send you something every week and they expect to live off your mom and daddy money. My brothers and sisters, don't listen to the wrong voice. You may be out and one of your girlfriends or boys come bringing you a red Solo cup, wanting you to take a sip. You didn't see who poured it. You didn't see what pill they popped in it. My brothers and sisters, don't listen to the wrong voice. You may be out with some new so-called friends and all of a sudden you see something rolled up in brown. They light it up, but it don't smell like a cigarette, and they want you to take a puff. My brothers and sisters, don't listen to the wrong voice. You may that Jeremiah hits them with the heartbreaking news. And that is when 70 years are completed in Babylon. Then and only then would God come and fulfill his good promise and bring them back to Jerusalem. Amen. This is not at all what the Israelites wanted to hear. They wanted to be told that they were going to go home immediately. They wanted to be told that their suffering was going to end. Instead, God's plan was for them to stay right where they were and to help prosper the nation that enslaved them. And they would go on to do this for 70 years. Calvary, this lets us know that God does everything in his own perfect time. And oftentimes, what we want to happen may not necessarily be in the line with God's plan. After being taken into captivity and in bondage for 70 years, then the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Before they could get to their future, they had to experience being in a foreign land. Young people, although God has a plan for your life, there will be times when you hit rock bottom. There will be times when you're met by life's roadblocks. There will be times when you feel as though you're all by yourself. There will be times when you feel as though nothing you touch is working for your good. And that is when you have to remember Proverbs 19 and 21. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. You may think you have it all worked out and planned out now, but the Lord will always have the last say so. In fact, young people, I'm not telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I know. When I first arrived at seminary, I had it all planned out. I went there with the mindset, I'm not pastoring nobody's church. I had already talked to a chaplain recruiter within the Army National Guard, and after my first semester of seminary, I would take my transfer to the recruiter and get pinned a second lieutenant and become a chaplain candidate. Upon graduating seminary with my master's degree in police Ebola at Fort Jackson, I would be a chaplain in the Army National Guard. However, upon reading an assigned book by one of my professors entitled Let Your Life Speak, by Parker J. Palmer, which I encourage you all to read. It is in this book that I found the perspective and my whole outlook on life changed. The author would suggest this, Calvary, before we tell our life what we intend to do with it, listen for what it intends to do with us. Before we tell our life what truth and values we have decided to live up to, let our life tell us what truths we embody and what values we represent. Soon after this, I began to pray and to ask God to allow me to listen as my life spoke to me. And long story short, the thrill of being a chaplain in the Army drifted away. And here I am at Calvary Baptist Church. Calvary, the author goes on further to suggest that as young people, we are surrounded by expectations that may have little to do with who we really are. Expectations held by people who are not trying to discern our selfhood, but to fit us into slots. In families, schools, workplaces, and religious communities, we are trained away from true self toward images of acceptability under social pressures, like racism and sexism. Our original shape is deformed beyond recognition, and we ourselves, driven by fear, too often betray the true self to gain the approval of others. And young people, as you go off to college, don't you major in what your parents, family, and guidance counselors suggest that you major in. You let your life speak, and you let God lead you. What sense would it make for you to major in what people want you to major in and have no joy and peace? What sense would it make to choose your major based off of salary only to find that money can buy you a memory foam mattress, but it can't buy you a good night's sleep? Amen. What sense would it make to choose your major based off salary only to find that money can buy you a house, but it cannot buy you a home? What sense would it make to find your major based off of salary only to find that money can buy you a significant other, but it cannot buy you love? when I preached and my bio was read. And they heard that I was majoring in Christian education. They would tell me to change majors and just go to seminary after complete my undergraduate studies. However, I kept pursuing my Christian education at Morris College. And I don't believe that I would be half the preacher I am today if it had not been for my religion professors who groomed, shaped, and polished me into the young man that I am today. So, however, as I close, let's all remember that the best growth comes from persevering through trials, not escaping them. It is when we learn to persevere that we find surprising joy. So my young brothers and sisters, in the midst of your suffering, cling to Jeremiah 29:11, but cling to it for the right reason. Not in the false hope that just because God has a plan for your life that he will take away your suffering, but cling to it to the true gospel confidence that God will give you the strength and endurance in the midst of it all. Let us stand.